My friend Eric was threatened with lawsuit to prevent him from reporting abuse in this household we've been working in for many years. A special needs person, Jeremy, on the autism spectrum, has been abused and kept dependent on his mom, because the mom has Munchausen by proxy and works the system, getting money from the regional center. And I reported twice, and then I reported to Kevin Shields from Build Rehab. Told me to, he suggested that because I consulted him about the situation, that they weren't doing anything about it. He recommended that I contact regional center. The regional center caseworkers was part of the cover-up. They know about it. They keep covering up and perpetuating it. All these methods I know about. And the caregiver there, who was there before I started years ago, so Jeremy reported to me, like he would say, that check with him the messages I was getting from him, because Mary, the caregiver, other caregiver, would send messages using his phone, using the client, Jeremy's phone, to people, including me, that were meant to seem like they were being sent from him. And so he would say, check with me to make sure that the message you're getting, that you think you've gotten, is from me, because she would send a message to make people think that Jeremy's sending me or others a message, and then she would delete it so they wouldn't know. You think about that. They had gotten a GitHub, a food delivery to Jeremy, middle of the night, with all of his favorite foods, milkshake, and he has food issues because they intentionally make that happen. And then he was told, the delivery guy was told to say, it's from Zeke, it's from me. In order to perpetuate all of the stuff they do, to perpetuate that there's something inappropriate between Jeremy and I, to prevent reporting. They do this with everybody there. They threaten mandated reporters from reporting the abuse, the extent of which I don't know yet. And I've been reporting this, something must be done. And I've worked with other families that have similar issues. When I reported first time, they sent a picture of my girlfriend sitting on me to an agency, another agency that I work with, to slander me, to prevent. And others that aren't reporting, others were prevented from reporting by blackmailing. The mother, Diane, keeps constantly threatening everybody. If you simply put a post-it note with a writing on it that says, I eat better, I eat healthy, on the fridge of Jeremy, you are threatened. This is a violation of property. They constantly threaten to sue people, and they sue people. They were members of Trans America and other weird, corrupt cults. And then I actually joined Trans America to find out they are dirty, they are greedy, and they train people to cover up what they do. Which is what families, institutions do, and families I've worked with, my own family I've worked in. And Jeremy has been brainwashed and indoctrinated to say all of these things. He says, Zeke, why are you trying to get my family into trouble? I'm not. And I've always said this. I'm not trying to get anybody into trouble. I want the truth to come out, that the abuse that's perpetuated in all of these families, I myself have been subjugated to all my life, and I understand it. The preventing prevention of reporting, systematic prevention of reporting by victim shaming, blackmailing, framing. So Jeremy is provoked into being violent. There's certain things that are triggers for him becoming violent, and they're done intentionally to frame him, and so he's afraid of law enforcement. He's afraid of being put away. When you report to Adult Protective Services, they say they have to call the cops. I said, don't do that, because that scares him into obedience. He keeps saying, everything's okay, I'm being taken care of. And you can tell he's repeatedly saying, he's been told, when I was there, he was being schooled into saying things in a way that so that he wouldn't report it. He said, we can't do another investigation. We can't have another investigation. He's constantly schooled into saying things that would, and then covering up the corruption that goes on in that household. Mandated reporters, everybody's forced to sign non-disclosure agreement, which is illegal, and it's threatened with lawsuit if they is told, I have the video, I'll post it in here. If you tell what's going on here, we're going to take action against you. So many have been abused and violated and threatened and framed and blackmailed to perpetuate the abuse of this child, to keep him dependent on the mother so she can collect money from the regional center. And everyone's told to delete to hand over all of the videos and pictures of everything going on there, and to delete what they have. So I'm not saying this to get anyone into trouble or to blame or to accuse. I'm saying this for the truth to come out so that Jeremy can flourish and all the others. It goes on all the time. These methods are institutionalized. The police help it along. I know, because I was held in my house, occupied by a criminal, drug dealer, prostitute for a year and a half. And these methods I'm always documenting, always telling you about, to cover up the truth and perpetuate falsehoods that are institutional, the policy. They make profiting from cruelty the in thing to do. It's socially acceptable. The reporting of it's prevented. The truth is covered up. The cops help it. The therapists say there's nothing we can do. Adult Protective Services, Child Protective Services do nothing at all. Lawyers profit from it. Scammers profit from it. And then people don't trust each other. Nobody wants to connect with anybody because of this. They all have trauma from being scammed and abused. They take all the medications, all the mental disorders resulting, all the stress and anxiety, all the dysfunction of society, because people have to protect themselves from all that's out there, to system that's made to profit from hurting people. I'm Zeke Matevosian. Get this on television. Get me on television. Set America free.